Mercenary group, that's what I'm talking about. All right, we going?
Yeah, we are going.
Oh, okay, sorry. This is Copper here at Bennett's Military Supplies talking about the upcoming South American Blitz 7. I'm here with Daryl, the Punisher, Varsity, who's going to be the commander for Black Eagles, which is the mercenary group. Watch out for these guys. We're going to break this information down into some bite-sized pieces. First off, if I can get my mouth to work, we're going to cover the loadout restrictions. For the snipers, they're limited to 200 rounds loaded. That does not include their pistol. Pistol for everyone is a separate secondary device, and you're limited to 100 rounds loaded on that. And snipers, though, are the only ones that can reload their primary out in the field, so they can do that. Designated marksman rifles, or DMRs, they are limited to 500 rounds loaded and must reload at the TOC. Now, for any of these things where we talk about potentially running out of ammunition in the field, buddy mags are allowed. So if you have an extra mag and you don't mind me using one, we can do that kind of thing, but we all have to reload back at the TOC. LMGs, light machine guns, we're having 3 per faction that can carry 2,000 rounds. But that's not to say that if that's all you have that you can't use it. Yes, you can use it, but you're limited to 1,000 rounds. The question has come up, what if my mag holds 3,000 rounds? Fill it 1/3 full. Too easy, right? But as long as you're close, you're okay. So 1,000 rounds for the LMGs, unless you have that special permission from your faction leader. There's 3 of those positions per faction, and you can carry 2,000 rounds. For the Black Eagles, though, you only get 2 LMGs. So we put the heaviest restriction on these guys, and they're the smallest faction out there. Assault rifles, 1,000 rounds loaded. Again, refill at your TOC. And then the CQB rifles, 1,000 rounds. So look over that requirement, restriction, and if there's any questions, did I forget anything? Anything that might be confusing?
I know we had questions about rifles that will be doubled in as a support rifle. Remember we had that question about the weapons that would be designated, that can be designated as a support rifle or support gun?
Yes, now that will be one of the 3 though, and that was we were talking about, I think, more trigger days and that kind of stuff.
Okay,
because
everybody's probably going to come up with this one.
But you bring up a good point, because everyone can go full auto for this game. That way, I think that was what we were talking about, was who's restricted to
Right.
single fire, but no one is for this game. So that's important information to know. The thing is, if you're limited on your ammo to 1,000 rounds or whatever, then
You go full auto, you're just going to run out of ammo.
real quick. Of course, DMRs cannot go full auto. Neither can snipers. Anything over that 400 FPS with the 2.0 gram BB is single fire restricted.
I'm glad
all
you
the time.
clarified that, because you just said everybody. And of
Right.
course, some smart dude is going to go, well, he said it, everybody.
That's right.
You know, we always got that one.
And it is in the restriction document, so do check that out. It says who can go full out and who can't. So
Yeah.
I misspoke.
Some people may not read, you know, of course.
Come to the Chrono Station with the BBs that you're going to be using in the field, so we get the conversion done properly, and we know exactly what you're going to be, the joules that you're going to be. Oh my gosh.
What?
The energy level, let's call it that, the energy level that you're going to be shooting at. So more to come. We're doing this in bite-sized pieces, so hydrate, get ready for the Blitz.